Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of Tobacco Pipes and More for our next tobacco pipe review. And today, we're going to be doing Captain Earle's Private Stock. Let's roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're doing today Captain Earle's Private Stock. It is an English blend. And we just read to you what it says here. It says a blend of 8 select tobaccos highlighted by rich Latakia and deep red Virginia, stoved and pressed into a crumble cake. Captain Earle's Private Stock is the perfect all-day smoke for connoisseurs of rich and fascinatingly complex English blends. So let's go ahead and take a look at this tobacco. So as you can see, it comes in a cake form. And if you don't know much about cakes, they are multiple different types of tobacco which have been cut and then pressed. And they're really easy to take apart, unlike plugs, which you usually have to cut. But cakes are relatively easy. You just pull them apart like this, which is what we're going to do. I'm going to pull a chunk off, just like that. And then you can see all this stuff falling down to the bottom. Let's go ahead and put it in our tobacco holder. Take that, maybe a little bit more from the bottom. There we go. All right. So again, that is the look at the Captain Earle's Private Stock cake tobacco. You can see the Latakia and some of the red Virginias in there. God damn it. Right off the bat, you definitely taste all that Latakia. Give me a second while I clean up this mess. We got tobacco everywhere. Yeah, all over. All right. So, go ahead and redo that. Tap that down. Go for our second light. There we go. Certainly a smoky blend. Really nice. It's very smooth. It's not excessively Latakia heavy, although that is what is most prominent. Interestingly enough, picking up mild hints of chocolate. Got a little bit of tobacco still on me. a few mild hints of chocolate through the retrohale when you breathe through your nose, or exhale through your nose. A bit of a dark chocolate mixed with a few nuts. And again, I don't usually get nutty flavors out of my tobacco, or at least not to my palate. Yeah, it's almost like a toasted chocolate, like a toasted dark chocolate. But again, it's very smooth. It is rich, but it's not quite as rich as Nightcap. Nightcap is a very rich tobacco, and I struggle to smoke it. I did post a short smoking it, I think out of my JD pipe, my decorated JD. And I only finished about a quarter of that bowl. Just because of how overly rich Peterson Nightcap is, formerly of Dunhill. But I'm not getting a whole lot of those red Virginias. Maybe a small, tiny bit. Not too much. It's mostly the Latakia that I'm getting. So this is a blend that I've actually been smoking quite a bit now, especially in the mornings. I really like it in the morning. Kind of gives me a good jump start. Again, I know a lot of people like smoking these heavier blends at night, but it's too much for me at night. You know, after having a full day of meals and you know, coffee and other assortments of drinks, water, you know. The heavier stuff just, it's a little overpowering. Not that I can't or won't smoke it in the evenings, but I just feel like they do so much better in the morning, especially to help wake you up. That's where I noticed it the most. Although this morning I did do the Peterson Navy Deluxe, and I gotta say I really enjoy that. I'm not a huge Virginia Perique fan, but that is a tobacco that I really enjoy. And I found that I really enjoy it out of my other Sherlock Holmes Peterson pipe. This thing is one hell of a smoker. I don't know what it is about it, but it smokes the Peterson Deluxe Navy rolls like there's no tomorrow. It barely got warm. Not that I was puffing like a freight train, but you know, I was puffing a little bit more than I usually would with that type of blend, due to its consistency being Virginia and Perique. And the Virginias are quite a bit warm due to the sugar content. But holy crap, did this thing smoke wonderfully with that stuff. And this is the original, the OG style. I absolutely love this pipe. And I really enjoyed that tobacco out of it. But we are not here for that. We are here for Captain Earle's Night Watch. If I was on a ship, I definitely would probably smoke this. If I'm out at sea, or you know, even on a little sailboat on a lake, why not? It's a smoky, smooth, slightly creamy. Again, I don't usually like to use the word creamy, but that's kind of the mouthfeel that you get if you've ever taken a sip of half and half, or a heavy cream milk. It gives that same sort of consistency mouthfeel. which is really odd to say, but it does. So I guess creamy would kind of be the correct term for it. Let me go and light that up one more time. I'm running out of these big matchsticks. Got the fan on, so I gotta make sure that it doesn't blow it out. It is a delightful smoke. It really is. If you haven't tried it yet, I suggest you do. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite blends. That and the Pirate Cake. As far as morning smokes, I've really been enjoying these heavier ones. So there is a few criteria that I do judge a tobacco on, and I will go in depth on more about that in a later video, but the basic consensus is it easy to light? Is it easy to smoke? Does it give me a lot of tongue bite? And how's the flavor? Does the room note for me doesn't usually play too much of a heavy role. Maybe occasionally, depending on if it's a really, really heavy smoke, but this is lovely. I really enjoy the smoothness about it. I think is probably my favorite part. I'm not a massive Latakia fan, but I've really come to enjoy these two, this one and the Pirate Cake up there. They're just not overly heavy hitting in the Latakia department. And that slight hint of kind of a fruity dark toasted chocolate. It's just a little, it's a nice addition. Kind of gives it a bit of a more complex flavor. Yeah, so if you haven't given that a shot, get yourself some Captain Earle Night Watch. Ooh, there we go. It's a lovely smoke, smooth, creamy, and delightfully sweet. Actually has a slight bit of sweetness to it. But right there, folks. That's about all there is to say about some Captain Earle's Night Watch. Oh, and by the way, this is a new thing I'm doing. I was able to procure an old table of mine, so that's what you saw the tobacco on earlier. Is one of my shooting tables. It actually worked out really well, but unfortunately, because I have a little bit of limited space here, I'm going to have to pack it up and move it out of the room. So, oh well. But thanks for stopping by, guys, and I'll catch you in the next review. I bid you all a fond farewell, and I bid you adieu. Till next time.